If you are a PC user and you want to record a video of a presentation, your go-to option is going to be PowerPoint. First off, I want to make sure that you have PowerPoint 2016 downloaded to your computer. You can get this free from Office 365 as an Illinois State University student. So there is no excuse for not having the newest version downloaded to your computer. You cannot use the cloud version. It does not have the recording features that the downloaded version has, at least not at the point that I'm making this video. I have a basic PowerPoint here set up with just 2 slides so that I can show you how you record a movie. This is not the same as just adding some audio to a PowerPoint file, because that is not going to be accessible to everybody, because it won't be necessarily accessible on a Mac, for example, or to someone who doesn't have PowerPoint. I'm going to show you how to make it a universal video file. First thing you want to do, you want to set up all of your slides with any of your animations and images all ahead of time. And I do recommend that you also add some notes as a script. So if you click that notes button, you can type in your script down here. So everything you say goes down here. And I'll show you why that's important in a second. If you don't have enough space, I can click and drag to resize this. Hopefully this is just a review for you and that you have seen this before. So here are my notes. Now, when you are ready to record, what you're going to do is you're going to go to the slideshow tab. You want to record the slideshow. We're going to use the drop-down menu, and we're going to record from the beginning, unless if you only want to record that second slide. So let's record from the beginning, and let's look at your options that pop up here. I am on an old PC, so sometimes if there's a delay, that is why. Here's your main screen, and if your screen doesn't look like this when you push it, you probably don't have the newest PowerPoint in there. So I want to show you a couple things. Here's where if you want to see your notes while you're recording, you can show them right here. And they will pop up. If you wrote a lot and it doesn't fit here, I can alter the size just by clicking here. Whatever your eyes are good enough to see. The nice thing about PowerPoint is it actually has some other built-in features. For example, I can annotate the slides if I want to. Let's say while I'm talking about something, I want to circle on my slide. I can do that. Now, to me, this looks very sloppy. I don't know about you, but it's hard for me to use a trackpad or even a mouse to do annotations. I actually recommend using shapes and building them in as animations if you want to do that. The other thing that PowerPoint has when you're recording is you may automatically see your face in this bottom right-hand corner. I have it turned off, but I think the default is to keep it on. So you'll see if this center button is turned on and the preview button is turned on. Oops. I'm going to see my face in this bottom corner. Now, some of you may think that's a good feature, and it is if there's a good reason you want your face there. But multimedia learning theory, which is a theory that drives how I design a lot of my videos, showcases the research that shows your face on most slides is a distraction to learning. Well-designed slides should actually draw your viewers' attention to the information on the slides and not to your face, which is going to be a distraction. So if you want to learn more about multimedia learning theory, I will post that video for you as well to kind of show you those main principles that help your users or your viewers keep paying attention to your video so they can get the most out of it. So my recommendation is that you turn off camera. Be careful though, because if you just turn this right button off, it looks like my face is gone, but I actually only turned off the preview of my face, not the recording altogether. So if I just turned off this right button, that means when I go to export my movie later, my face will still be there. So before I start recording, it's important that you also turn off the camera so it's not recording your face at all. Now I have my slides and I'm at the beginning, so when I'm ready to start recording, I just push record. It gives me a countdown. And everything you say goes down here. And I can either use the arrow keys or I can use my mouse to go to the next slide. Here's my second slide. Here are my notes. I'm reading everything from my script and I'm finished. When I'm done, sorry, I'm looking for my mouse. I push stop. And to get out of here, push the escape button on your keyboard. And that will take me back to the main PowerPoint page. It should. 1 second. Sorry, my computer is old. There we go. Here I am back on these slides, and now I have everything recorded on here. What you're going to do at this point, you don't want to keep it as a PowerPoint file. Again, that's not accessible to everybody. So you're going to want to export this as a video file. If you go to File, and there is an Export button, create a video. Again, if you have a PC, these features will not be there. It won't look the same. So this is for, I'm sorry, if you have a Mac, they will not be there. If you have a PC, this video is for you. So I'm going to push Create a Video. And I can choose the quality of it, so you know how many, the size it's going to be. I often might pick just the internet quality, something that is a decent size. And you want to make sure it says use recorded timings and narrations, because that's what you just recorded. So I'm going to push Create Video, and it is going to save it to wherever you have everything saved. Pay attention to what folder it's going to. I often just drag. Oh, it's going to be in my Documents folder. I usually just prefer to move things to my desktop until I, there we go. I'll just put it on my desktop so it's easy to find. So I'm going to call this Test Video, and I will save it. Now, hopefully what I wanted to show you is the kind of movie file that it is creating. It should be on my messy desktop here. You can tell I don't use this one very often. It should be here. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is. There it is. So then you download it to there. It makes an MP4 file, which is actually a universal file. That means you could share it with anyone who has a Mac or a PC. And when I open it, goodness, my spinning wheel, it should create a movie that just plays. Unfortunately, I'm running too many programs on this very old PC of mine, so it's probably not opening right now. I don't even know if I've updated my movie player. So there is a movie file that you can do with what you wish. You can upload. See, I have not even used this Windows Media Player. But you can upload it to YouTube if you want to closed caption it, or you can just upload it to RegNet or whatever site you need to put it in. But that should be a universal video file that anyone should be able to see.